Now, computing indicator or dummy variables, this is an important topic, and we use it in data mining techniques that are model based, say like regression analysis or neural network. So if you have a categorical data, then you have to convert that into dummy variables, okay? Indicator variables. Another way of saying it is indicator variables. So let's look at data. Okay. Suppose we have category, okay, and the categories are okay, BB, AC, AB, and say we have 2 rows of data. Data 1 is should be okay. So data 1 is range 6, okay, and data 2 is say NP random rand n, okay, 6. There. Okay. So here this is the category, and then we have 2 columns of data. Now if this category should be used in a model based method, so like a regression analysis, you can't do regression analysis with A, B, C as the values. It has to be numerical value, right? So one way of doing that is to simply code it as A equal to 1, B equal to 2, C equal to 3, and so on. But when you do that, okay, so you are introducing an ordering, okay, which may not be true. Okay. So you have to create indicator variables that says, okay, you have one indicator variable for each unique value of the category. So you have one indicator value, indicator column that identifies whether the value is A or not. If it is A, then the indicator will have a 1 value. If it is not A, it will be 0. Then you will have another indicator variable for B, which does the same thing, but instead of doing it for A, it does it for B. Okay. So the code for that is get dummies. Okay. Dummies is the, for some reason, indicator variables are called dummy variables. Okay, so PD, so get dummies, then you say for what? For DF7, the column is category, right? So now it takes this column and creates 3 columns, one for each unique value of the category. And then it uses the category as the name for that column. Okay. Now you can add a prefix to this, so we will know which these dummy variables relate to what. So if you put, okay, say prefix equal to cat, right, then it will add that prefix and an underscore. You take that prefix, put an underscore, and then the value. So that way you will know that these three are indicator variables created from the variable CAT. Okay. Now, when you create indicator variables for performing analyses like regression, okay, you don't need one indicator variable for each and every value. Okay, you need one less that. See, the reason for that is if you know the values of A and B, okay, you can always figure out what the value for C will be. Okay. If both cat A and cat B are zeros, then cat C must be 1, because it is not category A, it's not category B, it has to be category C. But if cat A is 1, or if cat B is 1, then the third column must be 0, because it can't be category C, because it's either category A or B. Therefore, okay, if you have k categories, then you only need k minus 1 indicator variables to fully describe the column. So often you would do this. Okay, so you would take that, and then you say drop first is true. Okay, the default is false, so if you don't include that, it will create one column for each value, one indicator variable for each value. Okay, which is in cases where you do not have model-based analysis, that may be needed. But model-based analysis, you'll need that. Okay, so let's call this dumb equal to. So now you see cat A is not included. Okay, so only cat B and C are included. Okay, so now we can merge. Okay, so we can say, all right, we want to put these two together, because you want df7, okay, instead of cat, we want these dummy variables in its place. So we can say df7, okay, say with D equal to df7, okay, join. Okay, so join dumb. Okay, df7 with D. So now you see df7 with D, you have df7, the 3 here, and then you have joined the indicator variables. Okay, but you don't want this and the indicator variables. You really need to get rid of this, right? So we can say df7 with D, drop what, cat, and we have to say axis equal to 1. Okay, so that will drop the cat variable. Or you can, when you join itself, you can say, all right, you can say, I want to join only okay, data 1 and data 2 Okay. Should be df7, okay. And then say join done. Okay, so what happened here? Okay, so this should be given in just like that. Okay, so now you only take the two columns and then add the dummy variables.